Extinction is supposed to be final. That's the whole point. A species rises, spreads, dominates for a while, then something goes catastrophically wrong and the line ends. No sequels, no comeback tour. Nature is ruthless like that, except when it isn't. Because buried all over Earth's history are animals that absolutely refuse to follow that rule. Creatures that survived events so destructive they should have erased everything with a pulse. Animals that watched entire ecosystems collapse around them and then just kept going. No drama, no glory. They didn't survive because they were perfect. They survived because they were hard to get rid of. And evolution, for all its brutality, respects that above all else. Take sharks. Sharks are older than trees, older than dinosaurs, older than the concept of land animals doing anything interesting. They show up over 400 million years ago and then proceed to live through every major extinction event Earth throws at them. Oceans heat up, sharks remain. Oxygen levels crash, sharks adapt. Food webs collapse, sharks switch targets. When the asteroid wiped out the dinosaurs 66 million years ago, it didn't wipe out sharks. Some species died, sure, but the group itself barely flinched. That's because sharks are built around a simple idea: efficiency. Cartilage skeletons instead of heavy bone, replaceable teeth, slow metabolisms, and zero emotional attachment to a specific prey type. If something edible exists, a shark can turn it into calories. Extinction doesn't beat that easily. Then there are horseshoe crabs, which look less like animals and more like a biology experiment that accidentally escaped the lab 450 million years ago and never came back. They survived mass extinctions, ice ages, continental breakups, and ocean chemistry disasters without changing much at all. Same shape, same strategy, same weird blue blood that today gets harvested to test modern medicine for toxins. Horseshoe crabs didn't survive because they evolved fast. They survived because they found a body plan that worked and then refused to mess with it. Evolution didn't improve them, it just stopped bothering. Crocodilians are another classic case of prehistoric stubbornness. Crocodiles, alligators, and their relatives go back over 200 million years, sharing the planet with dinosaurs for most of that time. When the asteroid hit and most large land animals starved to death in the aftermath, crocodilians slipped into survival mode. They could slow their metabolism to almost nothing. They could stay underwater for long periods. They could eat fish, carrion, or anything unlucky enough to wander near the water's edge. While ecosystems burned, froze, and collapsed, crocodilians waited it out. They didn't need a stable world, they just needed patience. When things finally stabilized, they were still there. Jaws open, business as usual. If patience had a mascot, turtles would be it. Turtles appear more than 200 million years ago and somehow make it through multiple mass extinctions with that same calm, unbothered energy. Shells for protection, slow metabolisms, flexible diets, and the ability to live in oceans, rivers, lakes, or dry land, depending on the species. When environments destabilize, turtles don't panic. They hide, they slow down, they wait. Extinction events tend to favor animals that don't need much, and turtles have mastered the art of needing almost nothing. Some survivors went the opposite route and avoided chaos by disappearing into it. The most impressive survival stories, however, come from the worst extinction of all time, the end Permian extinction, also known as the Great Dying. About 252 million years ago, over 90% of marine species and a massive portion of land life vanished. Oceans became toxic, land temperatures spiked, oxygen levels dropped. It was a near reset of life on Earth. Apex predators died, forests disappeared, entire lineages ended. And then there was Lystrosaurus, a squat, tusked pig lizard thing that looked like it was designed by someone who gave up up halfway through. It wasn't fast, it wasn't strong, it wasn't impressive, but it could burrow, tolerate low oxygen, eat almost anything, and survive extreme heat. After the extinction, Lystrosaurus didn't just survive, it dominated. In some places, it made up the majority of land vertebrates. When the world burned, the weird little generalist inherited it. This pattern shows up again and again. The animals that refuse to die are rarely the stars of their era. They're not the apex predators, they're not the giants. They're the ones with low energy demands, flexible behavior, and bodies that don't fall apart the moment conditions shift. They don't depend on one climate, one food source, or one narrow niche. When the rules change, they don't complain, they adapt or endure. Even mammals, our own group, owe their success to this strategy. Early mammals survived the dinosaur extinction not because they were superior, but because they were small, nocturnal, and adaptable. They could hide, they could scavenge, they could survive on scraps. While giant reptiles needed stable ecosystems to support their massive bodies, mammals scraped by in the shadows until the world opened up again. Survival didn't reward dominance, it rewarded flexibility.
Thanks for watching till the end. Every like and every subscribe on this video means a lot. I'm giving $1 to my sick sister for each one as a little gift from you to her. So hit like and subscribe for her.